Hello guys, hello YouTube. How you doing today? You just meeting me for the first time, of course, because I actually don't like videoing myself and appearing on video. So let me introduce myself quickly. I'm Pearl Emyeribe from Nigeria, and I'm here to give you some tips on becoming an independent woman, because I actually want to become one kind of independent woman. So I'm gonna take you in some tips and ways to be an independent woman. But don't quote me wrong, I'm becoming an independent woman to actually support my husband, because there've been some misconceptions over the years that men don't actually like an independent woman because they feel less important, they feel less needed. So you have to stop there. If you actually want to become an independent woman to actually make a man feel less important, that's really wrong, because even the Bible said God actually created a man, a woman from a man's rib to support the man, to help the man out. So you becoming independent, you have to use it wisely, not actually making a man feel less important. You have to support him, and even when he doesn't provide, you keep calm and provide for him. So I'm gonna teach you the ways of becoming an independent woman, because I also want to become an independent woman. That's why I want to share with you, and I'm going to be sharing with you how I grow my life daily on becoming an independent woman. So I want you to also join me in becoming that very victorious independent woman. So I'm gonna start. Okay, there was something I was going through online, and I got to find out some things about this independence thing, whatever. And actually, there are some things she actually said that really struck my mind. Like, it's really made me come back to what she said, and I'll give you some tips. Okay, so she was like, okay, this not mine. This is someone that I saw on the list. I think it's Match.com women, stuff like that. And she was like, stop sharing every details of your relationship with others. Really, 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 really. Yeah, that's actually true. There are some girls, they don't keep their mouth shut. I know some females, like everything, every single thing you do in your relationship, you go about telling your friend, telling everybody, and that's not actually healthy for a relationship. You don't go about telling your friends what happened in your relationship. That's really wrong. And she was like, when you first met and started dating, you might have unveiled every tiny details about your new SO to your friends and maybe even your family members. But now that you are serious, it's important to preserve and protect the integrity of the relationship. When you get mad, no Facebook rants or quotes about a fight. So many women actually do this. Like, because you met a guy and you start dating him, you just have like any problem you guys have, you just share it to your friends, you just share it to your families. But babe, that's actually wrong. You have to stop there, and you have to stop putting, maybe when you guys have this kind of quarrels and you're angry, because nowadays we live in a social media life. Like, I actually see everyone's expressions, everyone's feeling on WhatsApp. You tweet, you WhatsApp, like, okay, I'm angry, I'm in an angry mood. Like, you that's actually so like, it's not called for. So if actually you're angry in the relationship, you don't post it online, it's not good. And the second tip she actually gave was establish a solid support system. That's actually nice. If you actually want to be an independent woman, you have to support yourself. you have you have to make build things, you have to do things that are extraordinary. You understand, right? So she said getting married many times shifts your friend circle naturally, because you have less time to spend with the girls and are adjusting to married life, says Marisa Nelson, a licensed marriage and family therapist you may find that you and your husband entertain and go out together, possibly with other couples. So it's important to nurture your relationship with your good friends. Yeah, this is actually nice, because a lot of married women actually do this, and a lot of married men too do this, because you've gotten married and stuff. Your friends, like your very close friends, that okay, if anything should happen, they're at your back, like they got your back. You just leave them aside, maybe because they're not married or nothing. And nobody said you shouldn't focus on your marriage. Of course, you should have time for your man. You should have time to take care of your marriage, but that doesn't mean you should throw your friends away. So you need to build that good relationship and still keep them around. So the next step, she said, was develop a hobby or two. Hobbies not only make you more interesting, Stewart explains, but they give you your own time and space, which will come in handy when you enter your marriage, whether it's running, reading, writing, yoga, or meditations. Having an outlet to express yourself and relieve tension and stress in your life will make you a better spouse and a happier person overall. Okay, before I actually saw this documentary, I wrote it already on my book. If you see my book right here, I stated it like, make sure you find yourself doing something. You go out for your sport, you do hobbies, and it just builds you emotionally, it builds your strength. Like, it just, once you have hobby and you love doing it, there's something that comes in of you, like, is so, like, I actually don't know how to explain it, but it's really good. So I don't want to waste much time, so I'm going to take you to the next step. She was like, travel the world. If you haven't yet had or taken the opportunity to see and experience the beautiful world around you before you are wed, it's the time to do so. Yeah, so try to travel over the world, because that's what makes you independent. Like, go to places. Sometimes you can just take some vacations even though you're independent. Yeah, of course, that's what independence means. So you have to take yourself anywhere you want to go. And she was like, get in one good fight with your fiance. Okay, so she was like, get in one good fight with your fiance. So she was like, experts agree that entering into a marriage with full knowledge of how your partner handles conflict is key to a successful marriage. That's really nice there. That's really nice. So, like, okay, your boyfriend or your fiance, is good to actually test his endurance. It's good to test him on how he handles conflict. If he's that kind of man that once you get him upset, he shouts at you, he beats you up, you need to know him before you actually get married to him, because being marriage is a long time relationship, and you don't want to make a mistake choosing your partner, because you're gonna be in big hell staying with that man. So you have, when in your courting, in your dating, you have to, like, get in a good fight with him, so you know how he actually can control his anger and control the issue going on. So she was like, be financially independent. That's the next point. Be financially independent. Along the same lines of being able to live on your own, having a solid grab or own finances will go long way. That's what I'm talking about independence. You need to have finance. You need to have your money, because they say money stops nonsense. So you can actually have money, and you see, most Nigerian men, what they actually love doing is, once you see a girl, you just want her to depend on you. You want her to actually okay, let me say, depend on you, and because of that, you make her feel like trash. Like, there's something they actually call vex money. Like, once you go visit a guy and he's trying to do some weird things you don't like, and you yell at him, and he's like, okay, so, like, once you yell at him and you're angry to that point, Some girls actually stay back because maybe they don't have transport money. Damn, that's not what I'm talking about. Being independent is when you don't like something and he's trying to prove to you that you must like it. You fucking get off that side and you fucking get off his house. With your money, your transport, you run and go far from him. So you have to be financially independent. You have to own your money. So the next step she said is live by yourself. Man, that's actually true. When you live by yourself, you know things. You pay your bills yourself. You work things out by yourself. Your strength grows emotionally, physically, spiritually. You just see yourself becoming powerful and more strengthened. So, okay, she said date and have relationships. Before you get married, there is no harm. Even though you date like 10 boyfriends, 11 boyfriends, 20 boyfriends before you get married, please do that so you won't settle for less. So you can actually know the things that you need in a man. So okay, let me not waste much time. Let me okay, she said the final word. So she's like, your ideal partner is waiting for you. Open your heart and your mind to receiving love, and an independent woman can absolutely be a future wife. So you can see she's actually advising you not to become independent because you don't need a man. No, she's actually telling you that you can actually become a future wife by being independent, by being supportive. So that takes me to my own research mind. This is what I made up for myself. So I said before, like, ways to be an independent woman, you have to lean on nobody, just lean on God. You leaning on God is because you say there's nothing possible with God. Like, nothing is possible with God. So anything you want, just put it in prayers, and don't depend on no one. Don't depend on your spouse. Don't depend on anybody. Just look out to God and your own strength. So I was like, work hard. That's a more important thing right here. You have to work hard. If you actually want to be an independent woman, you have to work hard and have your money. Like she said, you have to have your money, because they say money stops nonsense. And it's even in it's actually experience here in the Bible. It's encouraging. They say it gives respect, and in Proverbs 6 verse 1 to 11. Let me take you there. Sorry for a short time. 6 verse 11. Proverbs 6 verse. Okay, he said, but while he sleeps, poverty will attack him like an armed robber. Man, poverty is a sin. If you don't know, poverty is a disease. So you have to work hard so you won't get insulted by a man. You have to work hard so you won't get insulted by your society. You have to work hard and be an independent woman so you can buy things for yourself. Like, actually, it's actually nice having your things and having to eat what you want to eat at the right time when you want to eat them. It's not like you're going to call your boyfriend up and you're like, oh babe, please, I need shawarma, and he's like, okay, I'll give you that later. I'll give you that in next 1 month. No. But when you feel like eating the shawarma, you can actually take your money and go buy your shawarma. Like, that's actually awesome. And let me take you again to Proverbs 19 verse 15. Let me take you there, because even the Bible supports hard work. Even the Bible supports hard work. So 19 verse 15. Okay, he said, be lazy if you want. Be lazy if you want to. sleep on, but you will go hungry. My dear, if you actually not working, you go hungry, and so many people will ride you. That's why a man can come ride you. Yeah, that's why he has right to ride you, because you actually have no say. Like, you're gonna go hungry, so you need to work hard. So okay, the other one is don't depend on your spouse. This is actually nice. Don't depend on your spouse, because if you actually depend on your spouse, he's going to mess you up. Like, he can disappoint you at any time. So don't depend on him. Don't also depend on your parents, because okay, I never said you shouldn't depend on your parents, but a little. Don't really depend on them, because sometimes they don't have money, and even being in Nigeria is a stressful thing. It's a very stressful thing, because there is nothing that works out for anybody. So like, you have to strive, you have to help them in your school fees, I mean, whatever you want to do. That's why sometimes, like, some girls just some things some girls actually do is actually, I don't actually blame them, but you just have to try. That's why I say you should depend on God. So I said, try not to depend, and have hopes on others. Damn, this is actually right. Like, have you been in a situation whereby somebody actually promised you something, and you followed that promise up, and you're like, okay, maybe tomorrow he's gonna give me this, tomorrow he's gonna give me that, and boom, he disappears in thin air, and you're stuck, and you're like, oh my god, what can I do? Like, I put my hopes, I put my all in this person, and the person actually, no. Don't hope on anybody, hope on only yourself, because it's only you that can actually give yourself what you want. So depend on yourself. Like I said, depend on yourself and your business, and God and yourself alone. Don't depend on nobody. If somebody actually promise you to give you something, try to buy that thing by yourself, for yourself. Then if the person actually buys that thing back for you, it's gonna be double, and you're gonna have double shit. So you have to strive hard, to work hard for your money. So I was like, be like a wife in the book of Proverbs 31 verse 1 to 31. So I'm not gonna read that verse for you now, but you're gonna be a wife. That passage is actually talking about a strong wife, a virtuous woman. So you gotta be independent to become a virtuous woman, to become a woman which every man will want to be with. Support your husband, even when he lacks. Give him. Don't make him look stupid. Don't make him look less important with your money. Just help him. Be supportive. That's what you should do as an independent woman, and not making him look like he can do nothing without you. Don't make men feel that way, because they can actually be crazy sometimes. But just be an independent woman to support him. And like, okay, the next point is go for workout. Like, do you know this feeling, like you on the road, like you working out, you're trying to make yourself look like you're gonna, and just go for workouts. It's actually nice. It builds your emotions, it builds your strength, it makes you feel I don't know, like if you actually go for workout, you actually know what I'm talking about. Don't be too fat. These days a man don't like fat women, so don't be too fat. Don't be too slim. That's if you don't want to be slim. Don't be too slim. Just have a moderate body, and just go for workouts. It actually helps to build your independence. So don't be a sadist. This is actually important. Don't be a sadist. Always smile. If a man looks at you and smiles at you, don't say, just smile like that. Oh, yeah, what's up? I'm cool, you know. Don't be a sadist. Always smile. Put a smile on your face. It makes you look younger. and it helps you. If you're frowning every time, it's like that's really not good. You have to put a smile on that beautiful face. So I'm done with this part of the section. So if you follow me, subscribe, then I'm gonna be taking you on lessons, because I'm actually building myself to become an independent woman. So I'm gonna take you on lessons that I've learned, and I want you to also learn with me so you can become an independent woman which you want to be. So if you like, you share and subscribe, you're gonna see every details, every package I have for you. So thanks so much. I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you.